Magandang araw! Sa video presentation na ito, magsagot tayo ng ilang problems sa Factor Theorem mula sa Junior High School Mathematics. Narito ang ating mga problems. Number 1, verify that x minus 5 is a factor of p of x equals 5x cubed minus 32x squared plus 37x minus 10. Ang number 2, it is known that 2x plus 3 is a factor of p of x equals 6x to the 4th power plus 9x cubed plus kx squared plus 4x plus 15. Find the value of k. At ang pangatlo, given that x squared minus x minus 2 is a factor of p of x equals 2x to the 5th power minus 2x to the 4th power plus ax cubed plus 8x squared plus bx minus 10. Find the value of a plus 5b. Huwag kalimutang i-like ang video at mag-subscribe. Ito ang Husay Sipnayan. Bago natin sagutan ang number 1, i-recall natin ang Factor Theorem. The polynomial p of x has x minus c as a factor if and only if p of c is equal to 0. Ayon dito, ang x minus c ay factor ng given polynomial kapag na-evaluate ang p of c at ang resulta ay 0. So number 1, verify that x minus 5 is a factor of p of x equals 5x cubed minus 32x squared plus 37x minus 10. Alamin natin kung ang x minus 5 ay factor ng given p of x gamit ang factor theorem. Para sa ating suggested solution, ang x minus c ay x minus 5 sa ating problem. Kaya ang gagamitin natin, c is equal to 5. Ibig sabihin, kapag in-evaluate natin ang p of c, o isinubstitute natin ang c sa lahat ng x ng p of x, at sa problem na ito, ang c ay equal sa 5. Dapat ang sagot ay 0 kung ang x minus 5 ay factor ng given polynomial. Gawin natin. 5x cubed, meron tayong 5 times 5 raised to the 3rd power minus 32 times 5 squared plus 37 times 5 minus 10. 5 cubed is 125 times 5, 625. 5 squared is 25 times negative 32, negative 800. 37 times 5 is 185. And then minus 10. (625) minus 800 is negative 175. 185 minus 10 is 175. Negative 175 plus 175 is equal to 0. Then we have p of 5 is equal to 0. And since p of 5 is equal to 0, then x minus 5 is a factor of the polynomial 5x cubed minus 32x squared plus 37x minus 10 according to the factor theorem. Sagutan natin ang number 2. It is known that 2x plus 3 is a factor of the polynomial 6x to the 4th power plus 9x cubed plus kx squared plus 4x plus 15. Find the value of k. Here is our suggested solution. Alam natin na ang 2x plus 3 ay factor ng given polynomial. At kung kukunin natin ang 0 nito, makukuha natin x is equal to negative 3 halves. Mula sa factor theorem, kung kukunin natin ang p of negative 3 halves, ang result nito ay 0 dahil nga ang 2x plus 3 ay factor ng given polynomial. Substitute natin ang negative 3 halves sa lahat ng x ng given polynomial. Magkakaroon tayo ng 6 times negative 3 halves to the 4th power plus 9 times negative 3 halves cubed plus k times negative 3 halves squared plus 4 times negative 3 halves plus 15 at ito ay equal sa 0. Negative 3 halves raised to the 4th power is 81 over 16. Meron tayong 6 times 81 over 16. Negative 3 halves cube is negative 27 over 8. Meron tayong 9 times negative 27 over 8. And then negative 3 halves squared is 9 over 4. Meron tayong plus 9 over 4k. 4 times negative 3 halves is negative 6 plus 15 equals 0. 6 over 16 is 3 over 8. And then meron tayong 3 times 81. That will be 243 over 8. Next term, 9 times negative 27 is negative 243 over 8. Meron tayong 9 over 4k. Negative 6 plus 15 is positive 9. This is equal to 0. 243 over 8 minus 243 over 8. Meron tayong 0. And then, sa natirang equation, mag-subtract tayo ng 9 sa both sides. Magkakaroon tayo ng 9 over 4k is equal to negative 9. Multiply natin both sides ng resulting equation sa 4 over 9. Makukuha natin k is equal to negative 4. Sagutan natin ang number 3. Given that x squared minus x minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial 2x raised to the 5th power minus 2x to the 4th power plus ax cubed plus 8x squared plus bx minus 10, find the value of a plus 5b. Para sa ating suggested solution, alam natin na ang x squared minus x minus 2 ay factor ng given polynomial. Ang x squared minus x minus 2 ay may factors na x minus 2 at x plus 1. Ibig sabihin, kung ang x squared minus x minus 2 ay factor ng polynomial p of x, ang x minus 2 at x plus 1 ay factors din ng parehong polynomial. Kung kukunin natin ang p of 2 at p of negative 1, dapat ito ay equal sa 0. Kunin natin ang p of 2. Meron tayong 2 times 2 raised to the 5th power minus 2 times 2 raised to the 4th power plus a times 2 cubed plus 8 times 2 squared plus b times 2 minus 10 equals 0. 2 times 2 raised to the 5th power is 2 raised to the 6th power. Ito ay 64. 2 times 2 raised to the 4th power. Ito ay 32. And then, meron tayong a times 2 cubed, 8a. 8 times 2 squared, 32. b times 2 is 2b. And then, minus 10 equals 0. Sa nag-result na equation, merong negative 32 plus 32. Ito ay equal sa 0. Meron tayong 8a plus 2b. 64 minus 10 is 54 equals 0. Subtract tayo ng 54 sa both sides. Ang may iwan na lamang ay 8a plus 2b equals negative 54. Divide natin all terms na nag-result na equation by 2. Magkakaroon tayo ng 4a plus b equals negative 27. Label natin to as equation 1. Ngayon naman, kunin natin ang p of negative 1. Ito rin dapat ay equal sa 0. Meron tayong 2 times negative 1 raised to the 5th power minus 2 times negative 1 raised to the 4th power plus a times negative 1 cubed plus 8 times negative 1 squared plus b times negative 1 minus 10 equals 0. Negative 1 raised to the 5th power is negative 1 times 2. Meron tayong negative 2. Negative 1 raised to the 4th power is positive 1 times negative 2. Meron tayong negative 2. Negative 1 cubed is negative 1 times a. That will be negative a. Negative 1 squared times 8 is positive 8. B times negative 1 is negative b, and then minus 10 equals 0. Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4, plus 8, positive 4, minus 10, negative 6. Meron tayong naiwan na negative a minus b minus 6 equals 0. Mag-add tayo ng 6 sa both sides ng equation. Meron tayong negative a minus b equals 6. Label natin to as equation 2. This time, nagkaroon tayo ng dalawang equations. 4a plus b equals negative 27 at negative a minus b equals negative 6. Gamit tayo ng system of linear equations para makuha natin ang values ng a at b. Una natin gawin, i-add natin ang dalawang equation. Equation 1 plus equation 2 para ma-eliminate ang variable na b. Ang equation 1, 4a plus b equals negative 27. At ang equation 2, negative a minus b equals 6. Add natin term-wise, meron tayong 3a is equal to negative 21. Sa resulting equation, divide natin both sides by 3. Ang may iwan, a equals negative 7. Kunin natin ang value ng b gamit ang equation 2. Kung ang a ay negative 7, meron tayong negative of negative 7 minus b equals 6. Negative of negative 7 is 7. Subtract tayo ng 7 sa both sides. Meron tayong negative of b equals 6 minus 7. So, negative b is equal to negative 1 at ang value ng b ay equal sa 1. Kung ang a ay negative 7 at ang b ay equal sa 1, ang a plus 5b ay equal sa negative 7 ay equal sa negative 7 plus 5 times 1. Kung ang a ay negative 7 at ang b ay equal sa 1, ang a plus 5b ay equal sa negative 7 plus 5 times 1. At ito ay equal sa negative 2. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Huwag kalimutang i-like ang video at mag-subscribe. Ito ang Husay Sipnayan.